Hello, thrillers. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always being with us. And if this is your first time being in this channel, you're highly welcome. This is a family. We are here to build together. So today we have the sleeve as seen on the thumbnail to make. And okay, I have my pattern paper here and everything that I need. Don't mind this phone. Sorry. So first of all, I went ahead to measure the armhole of my client. I've already, made the dress. So you take your measuring tape and measure the armhole circumference. I excluded zero point 0.5, stitching allowance here. This round here, what I have is 18.5, and 18.5 divided by 2 is 9.25. So I went ahead to just rounded it off to 10 inches. So it's unfold, and here I have 10 inches, so just a random one. First of all, we are going to draw a starting mark line here of 0 0.5. We are going to rule that out. From this center fold, I'm going to come in by 1 inch and I'll draw it across. Then the next thing is also the cap height. So I'm making use of 4 inches. You can go on and use the formula on the screen to calculate yours. After doing mine, I had 4 inches to work with. I'm going to also draw it out. I want the sleeve length to be 11 inches, which is here. 11 inches is somewhat above the elbow. Then the shortest trick I use for here, remember I said the armhole is 18.5 divided by 2 is 9.25. So from here, I'm going to measure 9.25. So, and this is 9.25 here. Mark it out and I'll draw this out. I'll get the middle. And from there, I'm going to go up by half an inch. I'll rule this out for my back. Then somewhere here in between this place, that is somewhere here. So for the front, I'm just going to curve this in. This one becomes my front. That is 0 0.5 difference. I will just leave it like that. It doesn't have much difference. Then on the elbow, this is somewhat above the elbow. The circumference of that place is 13 inches divided by 2 is 6.5. I have it here. I'll connect. Then the reason we gave this place is kind of a gathered sleeve at the tip. So I'm going to gather 1 inch on one side, 1 inch on the other side. That is the reason for this extension here. From here, I'm going to go up because it's kind of V as you see there. I'm going to measure that place to be 9 inches or 8.5. Then I'll curve it out. Finally, it's just to blend in this part. So that is all. I'll go ahead and cut this out. Now, I don't want to cut, differently. Cut this one on my fabric and come and join this black part. So what I will do is I will merge the two places together. So I used my gum. If you have your paper tape, you can go ahead and use it. Then I can trim off this front. Now this is the fabric I'm working with. I'm going to fold it into 4 because I'll also use this fabric as the lining. So for you, you can go ahead and iron in your hair stay or your paper stay, whatever. But for me, I'm not ironing any. Then we place this. So on this tip, half inch on the side, I'm working with 1.5 here, just half inch because I'm turning it with my lining. So now this is actually the new center. So 1 inch here, 1 inch here. I'm going ahead to cut this out. I'll measure my 1 inch here and I'll notch it. I'll also notch this. Then I'm just notching my allowances. I've notched the center too, but I'm going to separate this. So I went ahead to first label the front side. So I know now that this is for the left side and this is for the right side. When I turn it, it's rhyming very well. I'll take it to my sewing machine and run a stitch here, the down part, and also run a stitch here. This is it, then I will notch. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is I will take this to my sewing machine, to give it a neat side finishing. With that sewing allowance that I have, 1.5 inches, I will start from here and stitch it down to the other side. And when I'm done with that, I will go ahead and so this is the center point. This is the notch here. So I'll pleat it to meet the center point. Then the notch on this side, that 1 inch, I'll also pleat it to meet the center point. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it there. Or you can pleat it, upwards. However, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is it, guys. You can see I've pleated this, and this is that V shape. So you now go ahead and pleat it. Sorry, you sew it into your armhole. You know, you put it, pin it very well all around, and then go ahead and sew. Then weave it. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.